I find it good that such an organization takes an interest in this issue because, of course, it's a very broad organization and it creates a sense that not just developed countries, not just Asia, but everyone is concerned. So it's a good sign.
What should or could the G20 be doing better?
Well, the crucial question is what can be done better? And then we see whether the G20 or other groups together, international financial organizations, the OECD, the European Union, can do better. But what can be done? At the moment, what is needed is to keep a sense of calm and perspective rather than, I was going to say, rushing for the door. This is very new. It never has happened. People talk about the Spanish flu over 100 years ago. No comparison. This is indeed global. The G20 is global. It should take an interest.
Just as the world needs global leadership, we seem to be in a mindset of America first, Brexit. We seem to be in an international state of mind of every man for himself.
Well, I don't know if it's every man, certainly every nation, and certainly the multilateral tradition since the Second World War is in a bit of a disarray. And this is true of the OECD, and it is true of the European Union as well. Fortunately, this morning, the European Central Bank has shown a great resolve, and the Fed is saying it wants to do the same. So that's encouraging.
Well, let's just stay with banking for a moment. Economically, what ability do central banks have to continue to mitigate the economic impact of this crisis? I mean, they're getting through all the tools in the box pretty quickly, aren't they? There isn't much left.
That's the point. They are short-term measure specialists, and these are essential. But it's not enough, and we have to think through what will happen when there is massive unemployment and production has virtually stopped. So this is something that central banks warn about but cannot do anything about. States must do it, and they must do it together. They must do it together, and the G20 has been created precisely for this. Unfortunately, it's a very different crisis from the one in 2008.
You're a seasoned international expert. You have vast experience stretching back over many decades. Who do you think is the voice of global leadership now?
You are thinking of a particular person, no doubt, and my answer is there is no such person. As I mentioned before, the G20 was a major step. It started in finance, in the late 20th century, to broaden the table and to avoid just being the same old middle-aged man, as you were implying, to rule. And this is good. But now we have to find a way to talk to each other in a broader, global scale. And that is happening, but not enough. So we have to look at measures of hope. And the central banking, for the moment, gave us hope, certainly to me.